Today's video is brought to you by Drop, the makers of the Control keyboard. Fully aluminum RGB backlit. You can remap every single key on this thing. It is a serious keyboard for serious people. There's a link down in the description. Get yourself one of these things. It's absolutely worth it. If you're a professional programmer or if you just like mechanical keyboards, this is the one for you. Check out the link down below, and thank you to Drop for sponsoring today's video. Harder is equal to easier for new players, i.e. spray at 100 meters should be near impossible. Captain Kilgore, you are talking out your ass, my friend. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, it's a weird time, man. It's not weird. It's not a weird time. It's a weird position to be in as a creator, because I still love the game, but I just can't. I can just barely stand to play it. It just doesn't engage me, you know. So I have to find ways to make it fun in different ways, which is kind of why I'm playing in a more relaxed way. So I'm gonna snake up. Maybe I'll play some third person. Maybe I'll do some, you know, some little fun, like if I try and, you know, pistol challenge, what have you. I still love the competitive scene, but the competitive scene has just so many opportunities to improve. Okay. I'm kind of around the middle of the map. I want to see what the circle does. We'll start preparing our camouflage here. No HUD? No problem. So Kresnik's here. I just gotta wait for the game timer. There we go. So we want to go, I think. Like here. Oh, I guess, I don't know. Have to go through Podvasto, I think. The first gun you find challenge? Yeah, I did that in Sanhok a while ago. I'll probably do that on, like, Sanhok. So, like, Vikendi will be snaking games. The Sanhok might be, like, you know, challenge it, like pistols and SMGs and whatnot, or the first gun I find, that kind of stuff. Miramar is a little bit harder to... You can't really snake on Miramar, so I'll just play that normally, and then Erangel TBD. You know? Actually, maybe here. What challenge is this? This is the sit in this little hut right here and not move challenge. Back it in. There we go. Perfect. We have no idea how many are left. I've been practicing this for days. Yeah, you're right. Do you guys prefer HUD on or off, by the way? On for how many left? All right. Well, it's going to be a while. Like, the first circle just takes a million years to close. Yeah, I'm not going to loot anything unless it's off a dead player. And if I manage to stay alive into the later game, I normally can find corpses pretty easily, because people are getting killed around me. Only thing I'm thinking of is that this area of the map is not... there's a lot more snow. So I'll probably be easier to spot if I do have to move. But I've got water on both sides, and I think it's going to end up shifting to around this area, if I were to guess. I imagine that if I get lucky, I might not have to move for a while. Probably 2 circles at least. But I'm just looking at dark spots on the map because that's where I'm going to be the most camouflage. So like over here, that kind of stuff. Obviously, this spot is terrific. You guys want a story? Makes sense, I guess. What can I tell you? Oh my God. Do you want to hear like the most embarrassing thing I ever said to Brendan Green? So, so at PGI 2018, it was like a huge event. Like I was really lucky to be involved, and it was like all hands on deck essentially for PGI in Berlin. Okay, so I was going. It was myself and Toby one casting from Dota 2, if you know who he is, and then we had Pansy and Sims. I think Kylaris and Martin were on the desk with Boogie, who we didn't see Boogie again after PGI because for multiple reasons. But anyway, so they're setting up this the Mercedes-Benz Arena. So they just had the Star Ladder Major there a couple of weeks ago or a week or two ago, and it's a big place. So it's in downtown Berlin. It's like really close to where the Berlin Wall is, that kind of crap. So it's a proper stadium, very large, and I think that when the first day we went in to see the setup and like to do our, not a rehearsal, but just to get a look at the stadium. I think it was a rehearsal day actually. But rehearsal days, especially in that event, were just like 6 to 8 hours of just not really doing anything because they're still scrambling to get the place set up. So there, we walk into the place, and I had my vlogging camera with me, but the tunnel leading out to the front entrance, because Brendan was there because he was going to be part of the opening ceremony. So I'm standing in the tunnel. He's there. A couple other PUBG Corp people. I don't know if his wife/girlfriend was hanging around, but it was the talent. And we're watching them run through the rehearsal of the opening ceremony, which is this, again, big circular like shroud comes down over the stage. They play this really long video intro. People come down. They're doing like this skit. They're battling in this little area. And then Brendan's supposed to walk out and do his like speech. And this was at a time where Brendan was still very much involved in the project, and every tweet, everything that he put out was constantly bombarded with like hate about the game and like fix this bug, fix desync, all the crap you still see, except at a much more larger level, because the game still had like a couple of million people playing it every day. I think at that time it was still like 2.5 million players every day playing. And so he's like walking out, he's getting ready. They run it back a couple of times, and he's practicing, and he comes back, and we're standing together just talking about the game, just talking about whatever. So Brendan comes back to the tunnel, and we're talking about, you know, how the stadium's coming together, all the other stuff. And he's like, man, I'm gonna try and, you know, I'm gonna say this stuff and whatever. And I was like, and I didn't even think about it. Okay, this is a man who's about to walk out into the center of an arena as a very popular / well-known figure and give an address to what could be 15,000 people plus everyone watching at home. Okay, and I didn't really think about what I was saying, but I had thought about, like, you know, if I was him, what would I be thinking about? What would I be worried about? What would, you know, is there any advice, or is there maybe anything he's nervous about that we could talk? I'm trying to, like, you know, be a good dude. And I was like, have you put any thought into what your reaction will be if they all boo you? And he was like, no. And I was just like, as soon as I said that, I was like, not that they would boo you. I mean, no one would boo you probably. And he was just like, yeah, I'm not worried about it. And I was like, cool. Well, see you later. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was such an idiot. Did they boo? No, they didn't boo. Of course not. I'm sure he wasn't thinking about that as he was walking out to the stage either. It was a big deal, man. It was a big deal for everybody. Like, that's why, like, thinking about those moments, you know, it gives me a lot of, like, it's a warm feeling thinking about the journey I've been on with this game. You know, just thinking of, you know, how I started, how things grew, how excited I was about the game. Like, the first time I was just like, you know, my content stuff was being well received. People started to get to know me. Started doing the competitive stuff, like, just for fun. Then all of a sudden I'm at this central moment in the game's history, this big event with, like, everyone I've ever met. You know, I got to meet Ninja for the first time. I met Shroud there for the first time. I met Dr. Disrespect there for the first time. All the people I've been, you know, been hanging out with in the competitive scene were there. The fans were asking me for, like, autographs and pictures and all this other stuff. Just a crazy event that really went off amazingly and really set the tone. It really revitalized me as a person at that time, where, you know, massive desync was still an issue. Not that it isn't anymore, but, like, you know, the game had a lot of problems back then. Sanhok had just was coming out. And then to have what essentially was just a slow kind of decline in my personal relationship with the game, because a lot of after that, you know, Sammy, Sammy Kang, who was like one of my friends, who was, you know, the North American lead for the community team, ended up leaving the project not long after that. Brendan eventually, like, we're not, like, best friends, him and I, like, we're not DMing each other and all that. He's obviously a busy dude, but, like, you know, I didn't see him as much anymore towards through the last part of 2018, the beginning of 2019, because he stepped away from the project. Obviously all the people that were there, you know, Shroud, Doc, those guys kind of have moved on. Ninja moved on. Like, that's when kind of that was kind of the last part of the peak of PUBG's popularity, and then it was kind of, after that, it was kind of a slow decline after that. But a lot of memories that I think will probably never be replicated, because, I mean, how often are you going to ride that rocket again? Which is why it's so difficult for me to be where I'm at as just a player, because I never thought the moment that I was just completely over the game as a game player would ever come. But it's not, it doesn't come from a place of hate. It's just as, like, I'm a human being too, right? So I'm just right now, I'm just bored. Not like right now, because I mean, you know, at this particular moment, I'm actually having a good time reminiscing with you guys, but this is how the game was balanced for this, you know. You never know, man. Things could definitely shift again, because maybe this is just the next lull before the rebound. You never know, dude. So we have got really good circle luck, and I'm imagining that we're not gonna have to move ever. Maybe I'll just live here forever, because this water is gonna shift out, so I bet you it comes this way again. But we're gonna be playing Borderlands with Choco. Am I too loud? I feel like I'm hitting the red on. I'm gonna turn down a little bit. I think after this circle we gotta go tactical. Can I cover the window? 10-4. I actually can't cover the window because there will be no light in here. It's either this shade, like the opaque shade, or blackout blind. So there's not a lot of choices in that end. I don't know if that helped at all, but maybe not. Damn it! I have to move. All the days. Hard shift. Feels bad. Actually, I don't have to move. I think I'm going to watch pet videos. No, I'm not going to take a break from streaming, dude. I love streaming. Streaming is amazing. I would stream every day. Like but I don't know. It's hard. Like I'm at a point in my quote unquote streaming career that is hard for me to deal with because I've never had to potentially transition out of my main thing, you know? Because I have a YouTube channel 100% dedicated to PUBG and PUBG gameplay. I have a stream that's 100% dedicated to PUBG for the most part. And then we would take like little vacations off, try stuff for a couple of days, but eventually we'd always come back to PUBG. So I think I have to hunker down and prepare for the fact that I'm probably going to have to start most of the way over. Not all the way over, because I know a lot of you guys, there's some interest in COD in my community and that kind of stuff, but PUBG still remains to be one of the most watchable games you can play. I feel very exposed right here. But it's not very playable. That's the only issue. I think I'm gonna die. I don't know where I'm gonna go next.
Please move on, sir. This area is occupied. Over. Please go away. Don't come in here. No thank you. No thank you, sir. Stop.
There is somebody near that probably won't be as nice.
10-4, good buddy. Requesting an escort to the next safe zone. Over.
Tell me this is not a content machine playing like this. Oh, I gotta run. Is that the same guy? Ah! Evasive maneuvers. Ah. God damn it. Can I not get one circle, dude? The guy that was shooting at me just ran out of this thing. I'm gonna wait a little bit more before I start crawling because I'm gonna die the next shot that hits me. Oh, there's another guy. Uh-oh. Oh, he tripped on me, dude. I see safety bushes. I have nothing. I have nothing in my inventory. There's nothing here but me. Kill each other. Come on. How am I going to win? This is America, okay? I've already won. Have I not already won the game?
Seek cover. Over. Oh no.
Hey. Oh. God damn it. He turned on me, dude. I was hoping that was the guy from before. Oh my god, these games are content machines, man. Like what a game.